Chapter 4 Thunder, Manacles, and the Great Lighthouse.
So he just becomes like this big heaping like mounds of cloud, still kind of the same size, and just has like lightning flickering through and like lightning eyes.
It reminds me more of home now.
The hell was back at your house?
Was that your turn, Barn?
That was my major. I have to mine 4 yards to get the fuck away from that.
And how long does Berserker last?
It says until the end of the encounter.
Damn, okay. Well, that's cool. Which will take us back to the wall now. This cloud storm elemental. Without a weapon, which kind of worked out.
That's kind of wonder. Like, how does that happen? It's like a wonder wall.
What the hell is a wonder wall? Is there like holes in it?
It's an old man joke, sorry.
Yeah, you know, I might be old, but not old as you. What do you mean by it? I want to know.
Had to be there.
All right, so he's going to go ahead and as minor action use Wind Buffet. So Morgana and Barn, since you're next to him, go ahead and roll Strength Might. Oh God, you lost.
Did you get 19?
Does he still get a -2?
Because it's technically a different creature now.
Okay,
I'm going to
that's
say that
fair.
that does end.
That's fair. Well, I only got a 7 anyways. So.
I rolled triple sixes.
Oh,
It's a 14.
Yeah, you guys both
I
failed.
barely beat one of your dice.
What are your stunt? What are your dragon dice?
It's a
Oh,
4.
a 1.
So Morgana, you go prone.
Joke's on him. I've been prone the whole round.
Fucking true. But it does add on an additional 2 penetrating damage to you, Morgana, since you failed. Of lightning, as it just like the wind just like tumultuously twists and spins and pushes against you guys, and lightning kind of flickers off of him. So that's his minor. Oh, so that is a fun thing. Air Whip is part of Wind Buffet. So Morgana, go ahead and make a Strength Might test.
no more whips.
Well, that one's a little better. That's a 14.
Okay, that succeeds. So as the wind hits you and like kind of like instead of being flat on your stomach, you go back on your back since you get back prone again.
Oh my God.
And your talisman starts to like kind of get blown off, but you're able to grab it before the chain can break.
Okay.
As a major, he's gonna go ahead and slam into Baron.
Why is it always me?
Because you're right there.
I'm 4 yards away. There's other people around me.
Yeah, he's got large and in charge, which means he can hit things within 4 yards.
He's large and in charge.
It's an actual thing I have.
This is going to hurt.
That is a 14 to hit. No stunts.
Fucking hits hard.
6 damage.
Fuck.
It's just this cloudy body just like buffets wind and electricity and just like hits you with a force of galing wind.
Oh, come on. I thought we're doing people.
Oh, this is way more than I bargained for. Interesting.
What? You're lucky you're Italian. Come up there and whoop your ass. Get your mom's meatball
Morgana,
recipe.
that takes us to you.
Does anyone know how he did that?
Yeah, fucking punch me.
Yeah, so the rest of the ring in this whole room is really starting to like whip up with like storm, almost like a typhoon is kind of starting to come through.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's starting to like rain in bits and pieces, little lightning bolts kind of flickering across
Do
the
I
ceiling.
get the home team advantage? Being from the clouds and all.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. I know I don't. I know fire, not
it's
lightning.
definitely not going to be a detriment to you if it comes to that.
Oh, for fucking Christ. Why does she get a handicap? Because she's a fucking lizard.
That's because I'm a large fucking lizard.
You come over here and say it to my face.
Fair enough.
I don't get him in it.
She's got the point.
Oh, fuck you Italian fuck.
My suit has nothing to do with this.
Dude, it says Italian on the fucking thing on your back of your neck.
I know, I told you it was Armane.
No, yeah, Italian.
He's Italian?
What'd you say about money?
You know what? Halflings always order the best fucking fabrics in all the lands. That's always Italian.
Right, yeah, the silks.
Yeah, the
The
Italians.
best silks. This is suede, by the way, so try not to get any rain on it.
Tell it to your fucking fighter.
Morgana, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Am I still pissing on the body?
Yeah, so the clouds became like piss, like it condensated really fast.
Oh, fuck everyone, close your mouths.
I'm going to Arcane Blast.
I haven't drank water in 50 years.
14.
Yeah, that hits. Oh no, actually it does not hit.
14?
14 does
Oh,
not
man.
hit this guy.
What?
Okay. Well, my Arcane Blast does nothing.
Yeah, it just goes right through him. Like he just like opens up like a hole of cloud and it's through. Someone in the crowd, the grass tickler has to duck. Holy shit!
Watch out!
Any
I'm
minor
sorry.
actions?
I will go ahead and stand fast. That's what I know for
Always
now.
with the stand fast.
So- He can't use his extra attacks unless he can spend an extra SP on me.
For sure. Bernard.
Well, I don't really know what my Festable's gonna do to him, but let me try. 15.
Does not hit.
No freaking way. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What?
All right. We have to rethink at this.
So your mushroom he does the same thing, like it just a whoof, opens and the mushroom whoof, through just tick, 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 into the water.
It's your cousin.
I'm scared.
Go ahead and
Is running
Bernard,
still an option?
because it's you, go ahead and make a either historical or arcana lore check.
13.
Yeah, 13, definitely. So this is pretty much like, this is an elemental. You know, you've seen them. You've fought a couple. You know that it can only really be hit by magical means. And you do, in your old age, have a way to, call upon, like, hitting incorporeal beings. It is a stunt that costs 3 stunt points called Spirit Bane. Would allow you to hit him. But that is also on top of his defense that you have to break. But this is definitely a different elemental than you've ever seen. You've never seen anything like this.
Wow.
Cloud lightning form is definitely way different than anything you've seen in your adventures in your time.
I think I'm gonna set this round.
Anything for a minor.
I'm still gonna reload my Festable just in
All
case.
right. Baron. This is, you have one more round of flaming weapons.
Well, fuck.
The flaming axe, is that technically
It's magical.
spell?
That
magical?
would be a magical. So
Okay.
your axe right now would be able to hit it without the stun.
I like to charge him then.
All right.
12 plus 4, 16 plus 5
Jeez.
is
Yeah, that hits.
with 6 stun points. I'm going to do 5 for lethal blow, inflicting 2 extra d6, and then 1 for stay aware. Make a simple TN 11 perception test to see my choices on what I can actually focus on, what's happening around me, type shit.
Cool. So go ahead and roll your damage first.
Okay, so that's already 22, and I got 2 more d6s. Because I was already 4d6.
Oh my god.
How
Yeah.
are
And
you
then,
doing?
and then blow.
Plus 5.
Watch your modifier too.
27.
Plus 2 more from Berserker.
29.
Hold on. So,
Yeah,
29.
29.
That's with Berserker?
That's you rolled that.
That
with
was
your
that was 66 plus Berserker, which is plus 2.
31.
So, that, and I like to stay aware. Make a simple TN 11 check, please.
I cannot believe you just one shot this guy.
I did not one-shot that guy. 6, 7...
No, Joey, you
8.
definitely did just one shot this guy.
I like to make
Because of flaming freaking weapons.
I like to make a morale check.
welcome.
Just we got this.
Yeah. So, how do you finish him?
That's seriously?
I like to go to the eye of the storm, which is right in the center, and just claw at everything. Just kind of just like swing at everything. Just just kind of
So
freak
your fire
out.
just
freak
starts
out.
ripping through and just like evaporating all these clouds, and it starts to dissipate, and the thunder and the lightning just quells the typhoon in this room that was building starts to stop.
I hate lightning. It's not my favorite thing.
Well, I'm glad on your last chance of using that flaming axe.
What do you mean?
You made good use of it.
Jesus.
Thank you. I like
I'll
it.
be damned. Well,
Can I get paid now?
right. Shite. That was quite a match. The wall is done. The wall has been beaten. The crowd finally like kind of comes up from the wall's dead. What? How did they do that? Well, it was 3-on-1. Apparently, that's all it took. But I suppose equal payment is due to the winners.
Right. Let's start.
You see, Finsk is like pissed, and Dorm is kind of just like there. All right, we'll come up to the box and earn your payment, I suppose.
Kind of give everyone a wave. I'm kind of like, all right, this is fun. This is
Grass
great.
Ticklers, Bernard, you did it! And they have like a big satchel of gold.
I told you to bet on me.
Wow, that was holy
get,
hell.
Do I get money back? Do I get money for the 5 silver I bet on them on the second fight?
Yeah, on the second fight, because they killed them, that'll actually become 30 silver.
30 silver. You get your money back. You'll get 10 silver.
No. That's no. I know how betting works. I've been around a time or two.
Yeah,
We split it 50-50.
You just doubled your money.
We split it 50-50.
You just doubled what you got.
You're lucky I'm giving you anything. I just asked you to put it on the damn pot for me.
Yeah, exactly. So I did all the work.
No.
So you guys discussing how a bookie works.
Split 50-50.
I'd like to look around the audience. Do I see that sketchy black cloak figure that I met before the fight?
In the tavern? From
Yes.
the tavern? Go ahead and roll searching or investigation.
Oh my god, was your god giving us a test? That would fucking suck.
Go ahead and take a breather also.
Thank you.
That's an 18 with doubles and a 4.
An 18?
An 18
Yeah.
with 2 stunt points.
All right. Do you want to use the stunts for anything?
I think so. I guess I'll just use wariness. I don't think anything will help.
Okay. Yeah. That's so you kind of just like get on your guard as you look around and you do see that figure in the crowd.
Is he doing anything?
Is he
Or is
excited?
he just like standing there?
I mean,
He
with
is.
that success, geez, you definitely see he's just like kind of in that hunched position, and you can kind of see like the glimmering constellations of his eyes that he had when he was giving you the reading.
Like, does he look like I'm about to die or my god's about to spite me?
Nope, you just see him there. He's just present,
Okay.
and he actually does give you a little bit of a hand signal. Points over to the corner that you guys initially came out of, and kind of gives you like a downward motion.
Want to go down on the gnome in the corner?
Do I see anything at the entrance that we came into?
So out of that door, so Cynthia's not there anymore.
No.
You kind of see like kind of metallic shining moving towards the opening.
Can I walk towards it, or is there like
So you
too
start
much
moving
going
towards
on?
that corner.
I think so. Yeah.
So you start heading towards that. I mean, you guys are kind of all heading towards that corner because it's your corner that you came into the fight.
Hey, all right.
And you get out and you start moving with Dorm to get up to the box to get your payout. You do get your bet payout from just one of the bookies walking around. As you move up to the box, Broden's there with this figure. Well, that was impressive, to say the least.
See, I told you those people will do a great job. I
Wow,
told you.
I gotta say, I didn't expect it, but you did it.
I knew it all along.
Well, hopefully no hard feelings for throwing you in there.
Well, you see, you threw me in there, but I didn't have anything to do anything with. And if you told me, like, go in there, I fucking would have. But
I didn't expect you to take down the wall, though.
it wasn't me. It was a team effort.
Well, suppose here's your winnings. He throws you a big satchel of coin.
Right. I like to start counting.
Cool. You open it up. It's a big old pile of copper.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Sorry, Baron. Like I said, no hard feelings. And he steps back, and this cloaked figure like opens up, and you see it's like more of this kind of like cloudy electricity. And Dorm and Finks move in, and he closes the cloak, and a thunderclap happens. Lightning kind of strikes in the arena. The roof collapses in, and just you're deafened and blinded by lightning. And as you come to, you start seeing just metal boots and armored figures start running through the entire ring.
Did my eyes deceive me, or did I see another man go inside another man?
So as you're in this box, kind of stunned, and then these armored figures, these knights, Wave Runner knights, come bursting in, and they all draw spears, all at the three of you. Halt! Lower your weapons!
Kind of, I'll lower the axe at the
Drop them!
At the same time,
Have
motion.
you ever even seen me use a weapon?
Well, you're a drock. Stay down. Stay on the ground.
You wouldn't part an old man with his walking stick, would you?
I hate you, but roll persuasion.
2 5s and a 1.
All right, they got a 9. Right. This old man in this illegal fighting rink. Okay. Well,
I was brought here against my own will. I was stolen from my retirement home.
well, that'll remain to be sorted out at the prison.
Help.
You're supposed to say fire.
Power.
You want fire? I can provide the fire.
I look at you. Are we doing this? How many people do we see?
So there's 4 right now, and there's about 20 more in the entire building. All in full plate armor. This armor that is semi-encrusted with salt, has the symbol of Habella, which is like a mermaid with a trident, kind of a shimmering blue to all of them. Would you like to surrender, or do you want to try to fight?
I will put down my axe, but at the same time, as soon as I put it down, kind of motion up to pick up the bag of copper.
And I'm just trying to pretend I'm limping and try to grab one of their hands as if I need escort.
Morgana?
I guess I'll go with it for now.
Okay. So you guys become captured.
Do I get to hold one of their hands?
Yeah, one of them holds your hand and
The
then
knight?
gets some manacles and cuffs you.
No.
And kind of just like lets you lean, but like keeps the staff, your fusible close. And why do you have rope connected to your walking stick?
The end of it's just ceremonial.
Right. Well, Lieutenant Knight will sort you out. And they lead you guys out of this now ruined tavern. As a bunch of people start scattering, the grass ticklers took off through the broken like wall.
With my perception of the one stunt,
Stay aware.
The stay aware, would I be able to see Cynthia do something? Was she?
She was already gone.
Oh fuck!
She kind of knew right away that they were coming.
That bitch.
But you guys get manacled, and so you guys are led from the fighting rink into carriages and manacles. All these knights taking away multiple citizens from the ring. The grass ticklers did get away. But no sign of Broden, Cynthia, Dorm, Finsk, or that hooded figure. You're put into a carriage, get led the port. That's Bassic Bay. And towards the westerly or the easterly wall, that is a seawall that protrudes out into the bay. You get taken out of the carriage. The knights kind of grab you. Well, the Knight Lieutenant will be seen shortly. In the meantime, to the holding cell. You get led into the seawall that is hollowed out in like the encrusted sea salt. It has the lighthouse at the end of it that is in the bay quite a ways. This whole thing is probably around like 500 yards out into the sea.
Oh my god!
Separating the docks. But most of it is a kind of hollow and encrusted sea salt. This is a lot of prison cells that you start passing. So you come to a larger cell with a bit of the crowd that was at the fighting arena. They throw you in and leave the manacles on and throw your stick, your fistable, onto you, Bernard, as they put you in.
Wait, can someone drop me off at my retirement home?
Sorry, old man. It's been a lot of reports of your doings of this day. The night lieutenant needs to speak to you. Be about an hour or two.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys are in this holding cell.
All right, so who do you think is the biggest guy in here?
What happened to Dorm?
Who's that?
The big guy that threw you in the ring?
I don't know about him.
I don't know. If he was here, I'd say him.
Easy pickings then.
Why are you looking for the biggest guy here?
Oh, so the first thing that happens is when you find the biggest guy, if you urinate on him, that means he's your bitch.
Whoa, don't be urinating on people in here, man.
Who are you?
Or this gnome walks up. He was at the fighting rink. He's clearly kind of a sketchy person.
More sketchy people, Morgana.
Oh no.
You guys would have won a lot of money for us if, the fuzz hadn't broken in.
So what do you think who called the fuzz?
I don't know. I mean, somebody might have gone around not being too careful about talking about the fight going down, just telling anyone in the streets or just anyone with an ear. You
I
gotta
don't
be a
know
little
who would have done
incognito
that.
about this.
I wonder who did that.
Had to be Cynthia. I fucking knew it. That bitch.
I mean, I heard from this old guy. He was out in the streets swinging his sword, saying that there was going to be a tavern fight. And
I don't know. I feel like it might be whoever didn't want to make the payout would have called the buzz.
well, it's unfortunate for all of us now. But you three were something. Surprised you came so easily. You didn't try to fight him?
There was like 30 of them.
Well, that's fair.
Full armor.
We probably have a better chance of breaking out of here than getting out originally.
I mean, you know how the wave runners are. I mean, they're all pomp and circumstance from what I hear.
No, I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, yeah, you're the Drock. You're not from around here. Here, come take a seat.
Oh, okay.
And he goes and hops up onto like one of the toilets. He's not using it. He just sits on it.
All right, scoot over.
Well, this isn't really big enough. You're a dwarf. You're kind of big.
You said take a seat.
Right.
Do you want to sit in my lap?
There's a bench over there.
All right, I'll sit on a bench.
But, I mean, the name's, Johnny. So, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Johnny. I'm Morgana Evernight.
Pleasure.
Bernard, Backyard Bernard, and what's your first name?
Johnny.
No, you don't know the proper way to introduce yourself, do you?
It's just a name, right?
It's your first, last first.
Oh, you're one of those old timers.
Yeah.
Last name's Firebird.
No way.
Johnny Firebird.
Do you happen to have any, brothers?
No, not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Bernard, Backyard. Yeah, you're up in the hills. Rivercliff.
Yeah.
Interesting. You came to fight?
Yeah.
All you old farts were done with that adventure in life.
I need one last adventure. Didn't pan out how I thought.
Interesting. Well, lava dwarf.
Oh, well.
You, right?
All right. Oh, yeah, that's me.
recognize the beard.
Yeah, thank you. It's still very nice. Don't touch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been in the city long, Bernard, you know the wave runners. They're kind of pushovers these days.
Are they?
Yeah, ever since the commander left, the night lieutenant tries to hold everything in sway, but Broden and his mafia, they take it over. It's kind of like the last time, like the Ragonis.
Oh, I don't want to talk about Ragonis.
Well,
Isn't that a type of pasta?
I think it is.
after they took over, yeah,
There's pasta everywhere.
Rigoni.
it's kind of like a spaghetti, but it's like stuffed with cheese.
Oh, I like that.
You know what?
pasta.
When I get out of here, that's the first thing I'm going to try.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, do you have some on you?
No,
It's the only good part of them being in charge.
yeah, but last time they weren't the worst rulers. They definitely did some bad shit, but they kept us safe.
Are they Italian?
Yes.
Well, the Vergoni definitely were. His son was Irish for some reason, though. It's kind of weird.
I don't understand why.
I think he's faking it.
He might be. You never know.
He wore all Italian clothes and then even his shoes.
Yeah, all the Armani.
Yeah,
Some nice suits. All silk.
gotta love it.
I heard he has some charms he likes. He calls them lucky.
I mean, they tend to just dissolve in the water.
Oh.
That's why he's milk.
But either way,
I know I'm not from around here, but I'm getting kind of lost in this story. I thought we were getting to a point.
Oh.
yeah, I mean, sorry, got distracted.
Oh, there was a story here? I thought
Yeah.
we were just making idly little
The
chit chat.
Knight Commander Walren,
Oh.
he was a hell of a man. He definitely kept the riffraff in check. He was one of the ones. He was around for the Bolton problem, the pirate Captain Bolton. Don't know if you know about that.
No, I don't.
I know plenty.
Yeah, he was this pirate. He kind of took over the city. And then when it was left in ruins, the Ragonis took over to fill a power vacuum. But then the Knights came in, Wave Runners, blessed by Habella, and yeah, Knight Commander Walren. Nice mustache, but the Knights are all gone now. The majority of the forces went to Battalion to try and become the new kings. And now we're left with just the remnants of the Order, and who knows what's going to happen. Wouldn't be surprised if pirates start coming back too.
I like pirates.
I do too.
Well, I mean, if that's what your liking is, but I prefer to not be keel-hauled and taken onto ships.
Well, we won't.
I'll stop them again, don't worry.
Again?
What happened? What? What was the first time?
Nothing. I've said too much.
Right.
What's really gotten into you?
But yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, Eskin's definitely not in a great place right now.
So, what are you thinking? You're planning on breaking out, like doing a heist to try to break out of here?
Oh, I mean, this isn't the first time I've been caught in some of the riffraff of a fighting ring. They don't have time to deal with us. I'm trying to catch the remnants of the new Mafia, Broden's gang, and
I can throw you over the wall.
they're going to question us and see what we know about Broden, and I don't know anything about him besides just, go and bet.
So are you saying we should stay in here until after they question us, or should we try to get out before they question us?
I mean, don't know. What side do you want to be on? You want to try to keep Broden safe? If that's the case, you might want to try to skedaddle. But if you don't really have any love for Broden, you could snitch.
I say we stay. Do we still get 3 meals a day in here?
Well, it won't be that long till they come to get... I mean, you were some of the fighters, so I assume they'd be questioning you first.
Well, I gotta take a leak, so do I do it now or do I wait until
Oh, let me
later?
move, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I think he's sitting
Just
on the
spread your
thing you're
legs.
supposed to be
Yeah,
on.
No, we're not going to do that.
I'll pick him up.
Hold on. Hey, oh my god, don't pick me up.
You're not much taller than him. I don't think he'll even be out of the way.
What did you say to me?
How tall are you?
Don't have to be your dad.
I don't think so.
I shed a tear.
A little lava tear just hits in the floor and...
I open up my tear duct a little bit and I suck it right back.
Y'all go ahead and make perceptions. Seeing or searching.
13 on my end.
That's an 11.
15.
Ooh, okay, Bernard. So, while Johnny here is telling you his take on the politics in Eskin and everything, the toilet that he's sitting on is kind of facing out of the seawall. So it literally is in the seawall, is hollowed out. The cells are all on the inside of it, and there's bars that have been caked in salt, so have become like little 6x6 squares, have started to shrink by the salt incrustation. But it just goes right out into the bay. So like if you try to like cut the bars and get out, you would just fall into the bay essentially. So in this holding cell, you can see out of the bars that the great lighthouse in the bay, which is, it's dead of night at this point, and it's doing its, lighthouse circling of light. And it's normally just kind of like a bluish, like shimmer that projects. You notice that you're pretty sure on one of the rotations, it actually became kind of more of like an amber light.
What does that? I assume I know what that means. Trying to remember.
You can roll on historical lore if you want to try to figure it out.
Now, do I just flush, or is it kind of like one of
No,
those
it
things
just goes out into the sea.
Oh, all right. So I don't do anything.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a waterless urinal. It's good for the environment.
You're right.
10.
It's not going to be enough.
Damn.
It's definitely just... Your eyes might have been playing tricks on you.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, after you see that, a guard comes up. All right, you three. Night Lieutenant's going to see you now.
But there's 4 of us.
No, not the gnome. Well, not the young gnome. The old gnome.
Hey, that's me.
I thought you said he was a halfling.
I'm a gnome.
Well, I know you're a gnome, but,
No, he's a gnome too.
Yeah, I changed my mind. No.
All right, so I set him down.
Come on, hurry.
He doesn't want to hold gnomes.
I just didn't know the difference between the two.
Me either. It's
I'm
okay.
still pretending to limp.
Yeah, you
With my
kind of
walking
like figured you got your manacles and have your walking stick like behind you.
You're really going to throw chains on the old man.
Till acquitted, you will wear the manacles.
So how come the gnome that was on the toilet didn't have to wear them?
Oh, he did. He's just been here a lot. He knows how to do it well.
I'm sitting there, I'm looking back. Like,
Good
what?
to see you, Johnny. Oh, hey. How are the kids, John?
Wow.
But, come on, this way.
Okay.
He starts leading you out. You go upstairs, start climbing the seawall a little bit until you get to like a protruding office that goes out above the bay. And in there you see this middle-aged man, has blonde hair and a blonde mustache, waxed, plate armor that is definitely more adorned than a lot of the knights you've seen. Has this big lance kind of leaning against the desk behind paperwork. It's kind of like a plain room, but it does overlook the bay, and you can see the lighthouse, the great lighthouse of Abella in the background. Right then, 3 of you. Causing a lot of trouble today, from what I hear.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Oh, Suppose, Drock, you wouldn't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Knight Lieutenant Travis McCorum.
He's the Knight of the Knights at nighttime.
Is McCorum your last name or your first name?
Last name.
First to last?
Okay.
What?
Your last name's first?
I'm not going to ask him that.
Oh, but Backyard Bernard.
Hey, you know me.
Well, yes. Commander Warren said to make sure you didn't get into trouble. Apparently you didn't see fit to take care of that yourself.
Sorry?
But, let's see the charges here. He flips a piece of paper. So we have illegal gladiator fights. Clearly you've been caught in the act of that. You have warmongering. Elderly abuse.
That was me. They abused me.
He did. Very.
You seem to be in one piece.
I don't think any of us were the ones who did elderly abuse.
You're right.
Really?
It was that
I
bartender.
I have reports of a drock and an older gnome with mushrooms entering the Stone's Throw Inn and causing one of the veterans to go out on a, well, as the way he put it, time for war, as he swung his sword at passerbyers outside of the tavern for a good 2 hours.
That was his own decision.
You guys.
We did not encourage that at all.
That was at a bar.
You did what?
Let's see, what else? Destruction of property, the final dock, destroying a chimney.
What? What did you guys do?
I got abused. I'm sticking to it.
He's the victim here. He got abused. You heard it.
Once again, I don't see anything on you.
I heal fast.
You know, I showed up to this town off of a boat to learn a little bit about this area.
Most people come on boat.
And the first thing I hear about is an illegal fighting ring. I knew I had to put that illegal fighting ring to a stop.
It's very smart of you.
I will say,
Interesting.
I was forced into it. They would kill me if I didn't. So I killed them instead.
Well, hold on a minute.
Right. And
There was no killing.
lava dwarf. Baron, right?
Where?
I've got reports that you've been a cohort of Broden for quite a while now. Somehow you've managed to slip our capture for this long. Consider yourself lucky. But we definitely have quite the repertoire in you, and pulls out a whole notebook that just says Baron on it. Well, so what do you say to these charges?
Not gonna do it.
Well, he said,
Yeah.
Oh, the question isn't guilty or not guilty. It's more of a reasoning. Why would you try to create so much chaos here?
I'm telling
Just
you,
for
I
a
was
fighting
held
rink.
against my will.
me
the
too.
Stupid Italians.
absolutely. The Italians hold us both. Arm's length.
I understand Broden has, unfortunately, more power than I'd be happy with, but some witness accounts that the three of you took down that half-giant.
That half giant was the main show of the fight. If we took them out, they probably wouldn't be able to continue that illegal fighting ring.
Well, on that point, you actually aren't completely wrong.
We did what
We're
we
gonna
had
be
to
getting out
survive.
of here.
Not guilty.
He's been a thorn in our side for quite a while. So I guess the question is this. Clearly you're capable.
No,
Not guilty.
Clearly you're not the brightest.
thank you.
But in a weird turn of fate, you helped take down some of Broden's network.
I hate that guy.
Most of his network to be.
So you're
Be
not
honest.
friends of him then.
No, he's
I'm
Italian.
telling you, it was against my will. He
He's
was
right.
going to kill me.
Well, maybe we can come to an accord then.
Oh, and there was a bartender. Yeah, she was there against her will too.
Absolutely.
And she pushed up against me with my will.
You trying to tell me your exploits with the bartender?
Nope, that didn't happen.
You know what? I think it's one of those mushrooms that you're on.
I don't have any mushrooms.
Yes, I would hope you wouldn't bring illegal contraband into a prison.
That's no such thing. Don't check my prison pocket.
He shot mushrooms at people and they didn't do anything to him other than hurt them, so they can't be illegal mushrooms.
Indeed,
It's interesting.
against my will.
But we can come to an accord here. We can put off some of these charges or decrease the sentencing of them.
Great. Does that mean I get to go home and feed my cats today?
Well, the rest of the night is probably going to be spent in a cell.
Can you check on them?
Sure, I'll send a knight to go check on your cats.
Room 53.
Okay. But, you'll have to pledge allegiance to the Wave Runners.
Not guilty.
Why is my allegiance with these men?
Well, I'll level with you. And here, we'll talk as equals here. He comes around and unlocks your manacles and lets you kind of just chill.
Him or us?
The three of you.
Oh,
So, things have not been going well here in Escan ever since the commander left.
well, I thought you were the commander.
I'm lieutenant, second to the commander. He left with majority of the knights. Most of us are just the squires and new recruits trying to keep hold on the city. But with Broden pushing as hard as he has and some of the some of the dirty guards that have come into light recently,
Rick.
it's hard to trust. It's hard to find people to, get jobs done and help take down Broden. in his network. So, it's more of a, you took down the wall, you don't like Broden, friend of, enemy of my enemy is probably my friend here.
Hey, we're friends. I knew it. So what you're saying is, we don't have prison sentences if we help you.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens if I, turn over a couple of dirty guards? Can I go home and feed my cats tonight?
Oh, if you have the name of some dirty guards, yes, that actually would acquit you for the evening.
All right, so it's going to be Ryan and Rick over down there at the docks.
I did suspect that.
I did hear them say something. It was weird.
What?
I don't know.
Can I go home now?
Well, you heard weird.
I don't remember. I just remember guards talking about something weird and sketchy, and that's all. I don't know what they said. I just remember thinking to myself, dirty bastards.
Well, it's more than I'd like to hear about right now. It's unsettling.
Poor you, you're unsettled. What can I do to help you?
Well, if you're agreeing, then, for the night, take it, rest up, heal up. Expect to see you first thing in the morning at Wave Runner's Temple.
I don't know what that is.
Can we meet at the library?
Please, the library.
I liked the library. The librarian was pretty nice.
They have great benches outside.
Well, the Tidal Temple is where you'll need to go to bless yourself to Habella and join our order.
I don't have much of an option. Thank you.
Don't
Oh,
know about that one.
I mean, I'll wave.
I thought we were in agreement.
No, we
I
are,
agree.
but I'm not going to go ahead and uproot my, who I believe in to someone I don't know.
I don't know if Yavala would be very happy.
Yeah,
What if
so,
I cross my fingers? Is it okay?
yeah, and you tell us to go against two gods. I don't know if you believe in everybody, but you want us to believe into someone that, we just knew. I mean, do you have a Bible or a book?
We have Habella's blessings.
I came down here to get a better understanding of the city, and
Yeah, and they're
I'd
trying to
be
cheat.
willing to help you,
and
but
they're-
I don't know if
They're
I
trying to
can-
find out about all this information about some people. My brain is hurting, so they want free labor to do the dirty work.
No, it's not free. It's more of community service on your part.
Slavery.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how much you've been involved in, but that makes sense. But
Please, you don't have whips, do you?
Oh, please.
No, that'd be weird.
Oh, thank goodness. I
I
hate
was
whips.
really afraid of the whips.
I hate whips.
Right. I suppose if you don't want to bless yourself to Habella, if you have your own gods. I mean, the boons of Habella do strengthen our order here in Escan.
I mean, if I just come to you out of nowhere and just say, hey, stop believing in what you believe in and come join us, would you do it?
I suppose not. Anything else you need to tell me? Anything weird you might have seen
Yeah,
with Broden?
yeah. That Broden guy, he's got some weird sketchy figure. He's like a black cloak, and he
yes,
opened his
with the
cloak and had some
lightning in the
lightning and
face.
stuff, and then the two people went inside his cloak and he closed it and they just disappeared.
Seems that he's got the cloaked figure's got a power to possess dead bodies of some sorts with
With lightning,
lightning
Lightning.
clouds.
that takes its own form.
Interesting.
And it can only be hurt by magic.
Yeah, magic.
Interesting.
Because I couldn't do crap to it.
I just yelled at it.
This guy had a flaming axe.
Very interesting. Thunder. You don't have to pledge yourself to Habella, but let's meet in front of the Tidal Temple tomorrow morning.
Deal.
Right.
Not
Do we
guilty.
have to sleep in here tonight?
No, you're free to go.
Like what time in the morning? Like, are we doing like sunrise or doing like?
Yes, sunrise. Now, here's your bag of copper.
Dibs. That belongs to the old man. Thank you.
You're blind. I thought you need someone to help you carry this for you.
Nope.
Yeah, no, seriously.
You're full of crap.
You get a bag of 150 copper,
Yes.
which is 1 silver, 50 copper.
Hey, that's ammunition. I don't care what you guys talk about.
Right. Well,
I feel like we were kind of cheated from that
Oh,
owner
100%.
guy. We were promised a lot of money. Can we take that up with you?
So you're trying to file a complaint against an illegal crime lord.
Yeah.
No,
No,
we're
we
asking
didn't
how
follow
much
through.
how much gold did you get off all these losers out here? We were promised 150 apiece.
Well, that sounds like something you might take up with Broden. Any other questions?
What's your goal in this?
Yeah, really. What do you want to do here?
Drive out
I
the
think
illegal
that's
crime
what
and
we're figuring out tomorrow.
trying to get Eskin back to its reputable standing of order.
I like that. There used to be a place I want to retire.
Aren't you already retired?
I was till today.
He's back for one more adventure.
Well, did you blow your
Don't get
cash
him
or something?
started.
Yes.
I mean, I guess having the Shadow Gnome isn't a bad thing.
How does everyone know I'm a shadow gnome?
Yeah, so what is a shadow gnome?
I haven't told anyone that.
No.
Well, I've heard some of the stories from Commander Walren about you.
Oh, do tell. And I walk out and I close the door.
Weird.
I'm glad he's gone.
But yes, I've heard some of the tales of your time as an assassin.
Oh.
You're an assassin.
I wouldn't use that word. Shall we go?
I think it's best, yes.
All right, bye.
Take your leave. You guys gather your things and leave the prison?
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
All right, where are you heading from here?
my hotel room.
I'd like to go home.
I don't have a place to stay tonight, so I guess I'll go to the hotel and see if they have a room.
Oh, you
haven't-
want to stay with me?
I have an extra bed. I don't even use it. I sleep on the floor with my
I'd
cats.
Like to try my luck at getting in my own hotel room.
Suit yourself.
Won't
you
cost
don't
you-
want my food in the morning.
Won't cost you a thing.
I've got excellent coffee.
Okay.
You
so-
have coffee at your house?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Oh, I'm not telling you. You have a hotel room. Have fun.
I don't know. I just found out you were an assassin. I think I'll try my luck at the hotel room.
Oh, lies. Don't believe anything.
Well, I'm not any better.
Like to go try my luck at a hotel room?
which inn would you like to go to?
Whatever inn as far away from him as possible.
You can do the one next to the retirement home.
Sure, I'll try that one.
All right. So you walk with Bernard a little bit. So yeah, Baron, you head over there real quick. It's not too far from the seawall. And yeah, you enter, and it's definitely kind of a busier part of the evening for this inn. Very warm and music playing, beer flowing, people chattering, playing, cards and fire roaring.
Well, that's enough entertainment for me. I'm gonna go lie down.
Okay, you head up to your room. Now you open it up, and yeah, your cats are there. Who and what do your cats look like? What are their names?
All right. So they're both. One is like a solid, like a really heavy 25-pound house cat that's black and fluffy. Can't really walk. His name is Theodore. Another one name is Dexter, who's like the Egyptian, really skinny with the skin hanging. Very skinny son of a bitch who's always like saying, "Ugh." His name is Dexter. Dexter and Theodore are gonna be in a little cage. They're kind of over there and just sitting on my bed.
Okay.
My weapons and arrows and quivers and all my shit is just everywhere.
Yeah, so you just walk in and there's lots of wow, wow, wow.
All right, I knew they fed you. All right, kitties, here we go. And I just close the door and I just snuggle the cage with my cats because I don't want to let them out because they will escape.
Okay. Morgana and Bernard. So you're walking together, at least like the same direction out of the prison, because you're trying to go back to your house at the Rivercliff Heights. And the hotel near the final dock is also towards the west. As you guys are walking, it's dark. The streets are not... there's not many people. There's not much activity.
I'd like to think I was telling her a story this entire time. And I don't care if she listened or not, but I just really needed to tell her the worst experience I ever had in a hotel. and it's going to pick up as we're walking, and I'm going to finish my story. Anyway, that's the worst hotel room I've ever been in. The chocolate was not chocolate on the pillow, and the pillow had some stains that I'm pretty sure, well, I don't want to get into it. And the shower was unusable. No money back, no refunds. Never go to that hotel. I think it's a stone's throw. I don't know. It's a terrible place.
Well, I'm glad we aren't going to that hotel.
So you approach the Rusty Anchor Inn. As you do this, Bernard, both of you, make perception seeing tests.
That's an 11.
15.
15 again. So Bernard, as you approach this inn and you're about to send Morgana on her way to hopefully get a room, you swear the lighthouse light again is a different color as it kind of flashes across the city, kind of an amber.
Hey, what color did you see that lighthouse?
It's just a lighthouse. I'm not sure what you mean by what color.
Did you see the light?
I do see the light.
What color is it?
It's the color of a lighthouse that hasn't changed.
So at this point, because you're outside and it's nighttime, Bernard, you do notice that the color is actually really familiar as you look up in the sky and you see the two moons of Korend that are in both in opposite places in the sky. Kind of they move towards each other. It's at a year. It's like a yearly lunar calendar. So over the course of decades and centuries, the moons actually shift their positions, longitudinal lines through the sky. So they actually are at a point where they will start eclipsing each other this year every time they rise and fall. And the one moon is a bright blue light. It's in a waxing stage, so it's not illuminating the whole sky. The other one, though, is an amber ring that just kind of moves through the sky. You only can tell it's a moon because the ring kind of like blocks out stars as it moves across the night sky. That amber color is the same amber that you've seen twice now.
I didn't know it was a year of the lunar eclipse. I thought we were supposed to have a festival.
Yeah, the full eclipse lunar rise festival will be happening in about 6 months
6.
when there's a full eclipse.
Oh, yes.
Because they slowly kind of like pass each other a little bit more as time passes.
The year of the lunar eclipse. Have I ever told you that?
I don't think so.
So you see the moons up there once every, I think it's 100 years. At a certain time of year that the moons, they go over each other in the eclipse. You know what that... Anyway, the best eclipse year we had was the first time I turned 100. It was wonderful. Big party, nice festival.
But yeah, as Ardenia, the blue moon, and Orthos, the ring of amber, move through the sky. Bernard, with that seeing test, and as you're staring at the lighthouse, kind of telling Morgana this, just because you swear you've seen this light twice, you think you see the silhouette of a ship out by the lighthouse.
Well, I better get going. Have fun. Stay safe. See you in the morning.
Oh, thanks. I'll see you in the morning.
So yeah, Morgana, you make your way into the Rusty Anchor. It's definitely a pretty much like an old person run Airbnb. There's lots of doilies and things like that around. It's super old timey.
I'd like to see if they have a room available for tonight.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello. I was just wondering if you had a room available.
Oh, yeah. Full vacancy.
Full vacancy.
15 copper.
Okay. The silver.
Oh, you want the suite?
Oh, sure.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
Hands you an old skeleton key. Yeah, and then you go up to the suite, and there's like bunches of like embroidered cats on the walls, and it smells very much like old person.
Wonderful.
But there is a mint on the pillow.
I don't want the mint after hearing Bernard's story. I'm just gonna future decide, set it on the nightstand, and
Yeah.
try to go to bed.
Bernard, you're finishing your walk home.
I need to get home. I need to see if I can find my old spyglass. And, yeah.
Right. So yeah, you hurry home. And yeah, you definitely find, you open your old trunk of adventuring gear, and there's a spyglass in there.
All right. I already have my compass. There's my there it is. I'm gonna go out the, look out my top window, see if I can see any silhouettes on the shore.
On like the dock or out by the lighthouse?
Out by the lighthouse.
All right. So you look and peer out, and where you saw the silhouette of a ship, it's still there. And you see there is a ship there.
Oh, no.
Is this a ship that you've seen before? It's been a very long time. The flag of a barnacle with a sword going through it. Torn, ripped. The ship itself looks like it should not be seaworthy. Lots of planks missing, but it's a bunch of the sea undergrowth kind of filling up holes, and barnacles, algae, anything kind of covering and making this thing float right at the base of the lighthouse. With your spyglass, go ahead and make a perception searching. You can add a 3 to it.
2 5s and a 6.
Holy shit, so that's 16?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, Jesus, okay. What's that total for you? What's your perception?
Perception is 2.
Wow. Back here, Bernard. It's been a few decades since you last saw Captain Bolton walking across the deck of the Death Barnacle. And this night, you do see him again, giving orders, swinging a cutlass at crew members that are kind of like half like sea creatures from like encrusted barnacle, clamshells, and like eel people, hoisting mainsail and things like that. And they're loading cannons. And as you're watching, Bolton looks over and makes direct eye contact with you through the spyglass. And at this moment, the two moons kind of start touching for the first time, and an amber light, like a greenish light, kind of starts to emanate from the amber and blue mixing together. And from the spyglass, Bolton disappears as he's looking back at you. And you just feel the presence of breathing next to you suddenly.
What?
Oh, it isn't backyard, Bernard. Oh, my old friend. As this Captain Barnacle Bolton is now standing beside you.
This isn't happening. This is not real.
Oh, age hasn't been kind to you, is it? Bernard.
Hey, how's it going, old pal?
Oh, you tell me. And he leans back and turns around, and there's a rusty dagger in his back. You left that there, Bernard. I've come to give it back to you.
Thanks, I don't want it.
And he like whips his beard that's made of barnacles, and they kind of fall out on the floor next to you.
Don't worry, I'll clean that up later.
Hey, you will. But I'll be cleaning up this town once it's mine again.
Cleaning it up as in,
Oh, we're starting anew. The Barnacle crew.
Oh.
Starts here. Soon the rest of Mordrain will bow to me.
Going for all of Mordrain, huh? Big aspirations this time around?
Oh, go big or go home. Hey.
Where's home?
The sea now. But first, that cursed Abella needs to be dealt with.
Is that stuff real?
Which stuff?
Curses?
Well, I don't think you begin to understand even the beginning of curses, Bernard. And you can see an eye patch on him that wasn't there from the last time. And it has this, like, symbol of, like, a snake that's kind of, like, infinitely eating itself. But I'll be seeing you soon.
Why?
Oh, of course, we'll be taking the city.
Do you need help with that?
You'll turn traitors that easy.
You know, I'm just trying to have a good life. Need a first mate?
Already have one of those.
Oh, okay.
I think you remember him. He's got a dagger in his eye from you.
Oh, don't say Tommy Tool. Don't say Tommy Tool.
Oh, you remember Tommy.
Oh, damn it.
He's a bigger fan of you than I am.
I thought he was dead.
Well, the powers that be in the ocean, they decided we had a second chance.
Yeah, I thought you were dead. How exactly are you here right now?
Oh, you'll find out. At this point, the moons and their eclipse, they're very short eclipse of each other. And he vanishes. But as you see in the distance, cannons start going off. And the lighthouse explodes. And cannonballs start raining into Escon.
I really like that lighthouse.
As you look back, and there's more than one ship now.
Oh.
There's about 20.
Well, okay, this, let's see. Took down the pirate lord. Thought he's dead. He's not dead. He comes back. Somehow he's alive. So is Tommy Tool. Now I have to fight the grandfather, or the godfather's son, or grandson. All of my stories are coming back to me. Why is this happening?
And yeah, at this point, Morgana, Barn, you're awakened to the sound of cannon fire.
That wasn't me.
Not guilty?
I swear it wasn't me. Theodore, it was you, wasn't it?
What is happening here? Why did I come to the city?
As Morgana, the rumbling of cannons is a lot louder from where you are because you're kind of right next to the dock.
Oh. Is anything happening?
As you awake, a cannonball comes careening into your room, kind of blowing debris everywhere. And you see it's not just a cannonball. As it hits the wall, it's actually a really large barnacle
Barnacle.
that then starts to morph and elongate into this eel-like creature wearing leathers and sword. And it just gives you a
Arcane Blast.
as we end our session.
Thank you for listening to Adventure Nights. If you like what you hear, please leave a review or comment. Also, tell your friends about us. If you want to learn more, please go ahead to Adventure Nights Pod on Facebook and r/Adventure Nights Pod on Reddit. I'll see you out there in the next battle.